Hi everybody, Jarvis Junkyard here. Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. Just want to start off with a little bit of a, thank you for 2025. I think we had a lot of cool projects, a lot of good support, a lot of fantastic customers, some fantastic returning customers, some fantastic new customers. And, you know, although we had some personal challenges in the year, I think overall it was a great success. Alright, I must apologise if my voice sounds a bit funny. I've actually just had some dental surgery the other day and I have this new contraption in my mouth, so that I've still got to get used to that whole thing. But I guess let's get started. So we've got our samples of the new, our complete reproduction Pegasus series. We've got the Flame Pegasus right here in the TT color blue. And we have here the anime and the toy Thunder Pegasus. So obviously this darker purple color is anime. Please note that we are aware that the core of this should be blue, dark blue color, and will be for production. It was just the way injection molding works. You sort of set up your machine, you run through your plastic, get the temperature settings, etc. right, and then it's pretty simple to just blast out a bunch of samples. So if I introduced a new color change, the factory would charge me quite a significant fee to get the material ready, and they don't just produce, let's say I've got 6 samples, they'll produce like 30 or more, because it's just the batch of material they get ready, etc, etc. So let's talk about them. They're completely functional, right? I was testing this one before. I was just learning a bit more about how the gyro works and just playing with the placements inside the core. This is my custom winder. Just as an example here on the mat. There's a lot of friction. This is it's one of those gaming mats, like a Pokemon card trading mat. But anyway, you can still see the point. Functional, spins. We have the latch. There is it over here, if you can see. So I like to use a little tool, and you can block the spinning, so you can function completely well as a normal plastic gen spinning blade. And then of course you can just flick the latch down again, and all of a sudden we're good. So I'm really proud of these. The weights are pretty damn close. The metal parts are good as normal. The tip is pretty damn spot on as well. Maybe just a little narrower than the original, but it's okay. We're talking fractions of millimeters. It's as good as we're gonna get. So I just want to talk about what timeline basically. So now the molds are finished. There's like a few those who know the injection molding process. The molds have a bit of machining marks left over, and so that's evident in the casting, and that's going to go. When they make the molds for samples, they won't polish it because in case they need to make changes, makes it easier to make changes, and then they'll polish it smooth. So the only real changes I had for the team, everything's actually pretty spot on. The only thing is this core shrank a little too much, 0.3 mil odd, and that causes this not to sort of lock in tight when you twist it. It's just a little less than the original, and obviously I'm trying my best here to get exactly the same, close as humanly possible, to get there. So we are having to modify the molds of the core pieces so that the attack ring locks in better, and then basically just the internal diameter for the shaft on the metal part was a little too large. I need to make it a bit smaller. The wobble here, if you've got the original, it's fairly comparable, but it'll just allow it to spin more true, less sources of vibration, so it just gives you a better gyro effect. But you know, spins pretty damn similar to the original. And the tests that I've done, you know, obviously some variability how you spin, etc., because it does have some motion, but it is pretty damn good. So yeah, this is the Takara Tommy lighter blue color. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Hasbro vs TT, but they're actually slightly different shades of blue. This is more like a pale blue, and yeah, anyway, and the pink toy and the anime version. So yeah, what will change from now is the stickers will get better quality. So I don't know if you can tell, the Thunder Pegasus, these were samples from our supplier. We actually just ordered them, yeah, from a well-known, one of the most popular sticker remaker brands in the Beyblade community and Beyblade art shop. However, you know, he recognised as well that the artwork here wasn't perfect, the colours were off, the sort of blue colour of Pegasus was gone, so needed to fix that. But as you can see, his flame is really good with the purple. So we're doing them in that sort of lacquered sort of colour, so it's a bit more resistant. Colours will be better, a bit more accurate, this is slightly off, and they will stick better than my samples because I'm having some trouble with these sticking well. And so they're getting a new supplier for the sheets to improve the adhesion. I'm guessing you'll have same problem as your standard stickers. Yeah, so there's always the option of glue or something like that, like you would have with your standard old Beyblades. So yeah, these are, you know, yeah, the big chip is your standard lock-in thing, guys. It's all, yeah, it's all fully functional. I'm very proud of them. Yeah, these are really cool series. So yeah, the mold will probably take another 3 weeks to modify, something like that, and once modification's done, they'll pump out the production. Like in a week later, they'll have all the units ready to go. So there's just going to be a little bit of logistics because I'm having one of my factories that does the plastic. They'll get the metal parts sent to them. They'll assemble to what I've told them to assemble. They'll send it back to my metal factory because I like the boxes they make. And then they'll produce the boxes, they'll pack them in the boxes and ship them to me ready to go. So, you know, month and a half left and these will be shipping. So I'm really excited, guys. Next thing to say is we got our Beyquazas, or you know, the Rayquaza Beyblade. We got the shiny and the standard. So these are the production units. My personal ones that I sort of set aside. So yeah, we got the magnetic bit chip system. And then the 2 sub-attack rings. So they're really cool. Just a bit of fun playing with the design, but it looks really cool and sort of matches the Rayquaza design. I don't know if you can see clearly in this light, but all those engravings are actually filled with gold enamel. Just give out extra detail. And then Rayquaza's eye is white and the shade around his eyes is black, and then we have red and white teeth, so red gums and white teeth. So in such a small area, looks pops really well actually. I'm pretty excited for you guys to get them. And our shiny Beyquaza edition. See the black bay. Again with the 2 sub-attack rings. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. So right now we've got a whole bunch of Beyblade projects that are at the mold stage, so it kind of feels like nothing's happening, nothing's updating, but it's just because the molds take a while. We have a lot of them that are sort of the main part of the molds done. Just need to have all the gates, sprues, etc. engraved in them and start casting them. And then I'm guessing I'm going to have a whole swarm of samples at the same sort of time. So yeah, that's going to be Drasil MS, Drugger MS, Drugger V2 was in that batch. Drugger F's a little bit behind because we've just wanted to get the fitment right with the sort of clutch system, like obviously the faux clutch system, because it's not going to function in a Drugger F. And obviously we're doing a Drugger F and Drugger F Animate at the same time, so they are just a little behind, but it's okay. They'll sample probably take another month and a half from here. But yeah, because we've got so many projects at once, it also slows things down because there's only sort of so much manpower a factory can dedicate to us. So yeah, they'll be done soon. And then yeah, we're sort of looking into our next repro, which I want it to be the Aero Night. We sort of started that, so let us know in the comments below or whatever, shoot us a message in the store if that's something you're interested in, because it's open for, I guess, committing for interest. We haven't kicked off anything yet because I want to make sure there's enough interest to warrant it. These injection molded projects are significant investments, and I sort of want to target, you know, the areas. Look, if I'm irresponsible with the funds that I have, then eventually I'm going to run out of them, and I won't be able to bring any more cool projects. So just you know, I've produced like in like 2 years we've gone to like 40 different Beyblades, you know, across repros and metal repros and, you know, launches and ripcords, and yeah, significant investments. So I just want to, right now we're slowing down a little, let what we have get into stock, move a bit, and then we'll take that and roll it into a whole bunch of new projects. So thank you again for your support. Wishing everyone a happy and safe 2026. I hope you've all enjoyed your holiday period, and as we all start getting back to work. Just a little update on the Beyblade, on the Lightsaber front. The August anniversary, the August anniversary edition is nearly finished. There was a bit of trouble with the wooden sleeve part. Our supplier was manufacturing in a particular way that they kept breaking. They've worked it out now, and the breakage rate is much less, and they showed me some photos showing, you know, a significant amount already done. And I believe, and I've seen photos and videos of pretty much every part except for one or two little ones, which are simple. So that'll probably start shipping in the next few weeks. And then right behind that is the Ronin V2. I've also seen some parts done, and the factory was asking me questions on a few things that we changed since the sample, just making sure, hey, you know, there were some robustness issues I wasn't happy with on the sample, so I've added some additional screws, additional anti-rotation features, and they were just double checking exactly how to use them. So I would expect August to ship, maybe end of Jan, and then maybe by end of Feb the Ronin V2, and then we can focus on the Sexy Scorpion, because that'll take my factory, because the sheer number of parts, it'll take them a while, so I'll sort of let them do just that lightsaber at the one time. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best again for 2026. Take care.